Yeah, man. I haven't watched. I really don't watch TV. You know.
Well, I don't watch too much TV either. But it's the only time I watch TV is like when I'm about to go to sleep.
Hmm. Well, yeah. Me too. Me too. A lot of times, but it's not like TV where you're actually watching like an actual station.
Right.
You know.
Yeah. Because you watch YouTube and the computer. You watch.
W- Well, yeah. I've got YouTube, but we have what's called a Roku, so I
Oh,
can watch
cool!
I
I
can
love
watch
that.
I can watch YouTube on the television,
Yeah.
right? So like say like this video that we're doing right now, I could actually watch this on the TV. And this is actually streaming live on the television right now. If I were to turn on YouTube on Johnny Bean YouTube,
Yeah. Live.
this could actually be seen right now on television or
Very,
listened
very
to
cool.
at least, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, we have like Netflix streaming, Hulu Plus,
Hmm.
stuff like that. And hey, we're live right now, by the way. Hey, Billy, good morning. Well, it's
Yo.
it's it's still nighttime here where I am, but it's
Oh,
ten thirty nine.
it's real early morning here.
It's 10:39 p.m. here, August 20th, 2016. Meaning that's what I said 20? No, 39.
1:39 a.m. here. Sunday
10:39
Sunday
p.m.
morning. Sunday.
Saturday night here. Yeah.
Uh, yeah.
Yeah, it's still nighttime here. Um, but yeah, I know. Yeah, we were before we hit roll before we started rolling tape here or whatever. Yeah, we were talking about television. Hey, Renee. Renee is listening.
Renee, what's happening?
Billy says it's 12:40 in Texas right now.
Uh,
Yeah, that makes sense. 2 hours later than me, 1 hour
Earlier than me.
earlier than you. Yeah,
Unspent.
dude, you wish it was 12:40 right now.
Yeah. I wish it
You
was. I wish it was 10 a.m. in the morning tomorrow.
yesterday? Oh,
Tomorrow.
tomorrow.
Not that
Tomorrow.
I'm wishing my life away, but I'm hungry. I want breakfast.
Oh man, just get up and roll over to Denny's or IHOP
Oh, no,
or
no, no,
something.
no. It's too late in the night to eat. I can't
Get
eat this.
breakfast anytime you want.
Can't eat this late.
Yeah, I ate some nachos.
I start eating this late, I lose my girlish figure.
Yeah, I really don't eat. I don't know why we're talking about this now, but yeah, my dinner. I have like a small dinner. The later it gets, I'll have like some nachos with some refried beans, cheese. Mike Wood, yo, just got back from Nashville. You've been up for like 20 hours.
Dude.
Mike, are you listening to us right now? Are
Well,
you
I would
actually here?
imagine. I would imagine it would be.
Well, I don't know because I get comments on all these videos like all the time. So these are
But we
just.
just went live.
He always says we're up. Yo, Mike. Cool. Word up. Oh, word up.
Yes.
Weird up. Weird up, man.
Weird up. Yow,
Yes,
yow.
I am. You are listening. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Hey, Mike. Good to hear from you, man. It's been a while. It's been a while, man. Uh, if you remember, we did you and I, we did a hangout with Mike talking about was it the Fair Warning album? Do you remember
Yeah, I
that?
remember that. Sure do. Sure do.
Yes.
That's a while ago, actually.
That was a while ago. And
Was
yeah,
that
and so
March?
yeah,
Was that March
I
or
don't know.
April?
I don't remember. It was a little while back, but But yeah, but no, Mike, yeah, him and I, we've actually hung out in person several times. So
I feel left out.
he says Nashville was humid as balls.
Well, when balls are humid, that's really nasty.
Man, well, welcome back, Mike.
Oh God.
definitely. So tonight, or as of right now, I guess we're discussing. This is my VEDA vlog every day in August. I'm doing this in conjunction with SavvySexySocial.com. Ah, I couldn't even get a breath in there.
Well,
Oh,
breathe, dude.
too many words.
Come on, breathe. Savvy. I'll say it for you. Savvy,
Okay.
sexy, social.com.
Well, I just heard you say the word sexy, so I'm good. I'm good, man.
You good?
I'm good now, man.
Awesome.
Yes, yes. So anyway, so these are my vlogs. I'm doing these every day. Nesdal. I almost called you Nashville.
Nashville. Man, I'm not that big. And I'm not that hot.
Yeah.
I keep them coming out fresh.
Oh.
Churning them fresh.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, yeah. So these are my vlogs, and I'm doing these every day this month. And Nesdal joins me for a lot of these. So here we are. The question on the calendar today is best TV show ever. So anybody listening right now, if you're listening live right now as of 44 minutes after the hour on August 20th, or if you're listening to this on replay whenever, leave it in the comments. What's the best TV show ever? What's your what would that be? Your favorite TV show? Is that what that means?
Yeah.
What's your
Yeah.
favorite? Okay, you said you have it then.
Yes, I do.
What's your favorite TV show, man?
That would be EVH Gear Talk with Johnny Beane and Dave.
Well, I guess technically, since I was just saying I can watch those on the TV thanks to YouTube on yeah. Technically, I guess that would be a TV show.
Yeah, actually, that's not what I was going to say, but I just thought
Oh
of that
man.
because no,
Yeah, that show sucks.
It is,
I know it's
no,
horrible.
no,
It's
no, no,
awful.
no, it is one of my favorites.
It's the worst.
But it's one of my favorites, but my all-time favorite TV show ever, and I'm a geek, but it's Star Trek, the original TV show, the original series.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm a bit of a nerd, but we all know that.
A bit of a nerd.
Bit of a nerd.
So have you seen every episode?
I've seen every episode more than once.
Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah, I could probably start reciting the dialogue for any one of them. I could probably even hum all the music as it happens.
That'd be something to see, man.
Yeah.
Mike Wood says The Simpsons is the best TV show of all time. Well, I mean, The Simpsons, it's the longest running animation show in history. How many years has The Simpsons been on?
Since the beginning of time.
Almost 30 years.
Purple.
It's going close to 30 years. When did they start? 80.
I don't even know.
Oh.
When Homer had hair.
When did they start? Well, when I first saw The Simpsons, I knew of them, but I didn't actually start watching them like every week or, seriously until 92. And I knew they were into it for a while since then. Okay, yeah, Mike is saying first episode was December 89.
That's crazy.
I think. Is that what you're saying? Where'd that comment go? It's gone. Refresh. I think he said that. He's also talking about Star Trek too. He says there were only three seasons of Star Trek.
Yeah, something like that. But yeah.
So there's only like 60 episodes, maybe, if
maybe
that.
I think there's maybe 100 episodes, or a little less than 100.
Because it depends on Yeah, because you know when you buy a DVD of like an entire season of something, these days you can do that, right? Sometimes you'll see like 10 episodes, sometimes 20 episodes. It really depends,
Mm-hmm.
you know. Let's see. Hey, Kenneth. Mike Wood says the first episode of The Simpsons aired December '89. Second episode was January '90. Wow.
Well, yeah, that
Does
makes sense.
d- that doesn't? Oh, okay. Here we go. I was about to say that.
Yeah, so it's a week later.
Uh, well, no, no, no. I was gonna say, does that include the when they were actually like when they actually came out the Tracy Ullman show? That's when they actually debuted, which
The
they weren't.
Simpsons?
Yeah, yeah, they weren't their own show. They actually were on somebody else's show when they first started.
Oh,
I don't know if you knew that.
no. But I do know, I did know the Tracy Ullman show because she was actually on MTV first.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah. So they were on her
Wasn't she a
show.
VJ? Wasn't she a VJ for a second?
Oh, I don't know.
Tracy Ullman? I think she was. I think she was like a VJ, a video jock,
Um,
which is, kind of what we are.
well, I don't know about that. Oh, here, well, look out.
Oh,
I'm getting some retweets from.
you're bombarding. You're
These are
being
retweets
bombarded.
though. These have nothing to do with with what's going on here.
You got a bunch of retweets. Uh, see what
Man.
happens when I'm exhausted? When I'm just totally obliterated? This is what happens. The governor comes off, and meow. Did you hear that? There was a meow.
I heard that.
That was a meow. One of my cats is on is right next to me.
Wow, you got aminals and everything there.
I got make animal sounds and pet sounds.
Let's
Retweets.
see. Yeah, yeah. Mike Wood. Hey, Mike.
He said,
my, Mike says that The Simpsons is the longest running primetime sitcom.
is it really? I guess it is.
Of course. Thing's been on since '89. That's that. I mean, it's insane.
There's still new Simpsons.
I think so. That's the problem with what I have. I've got the Hulu Plus, you know. So I don't get the stuff till I don't know, till much later. So I do have many episodes to catch up on, you know, these days. You know.
Yeah.
I can't even tell you the last time I even saw a new episode. It's probably it's probably been a year since I've seen a new episode. And if the show is still on now, which I think it probably is, so, you know, I've got a lot to catch up on. Kenneth is saying, "Good morning, guys. Favorite TV show? That's a tough one. Breaking Bad, 24, Fringe, X-Files certainly are among my favorites."
What's the
That's cool.
frequency, Kenneth?
That's cool.
Yes.
Good shows. Renee says, "My favorite show was Home Improvement with Tim Allen. She, she, she loves the comedy."
Yeah. Comedy's
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that was a cool show. Yeah, he's funny.
Yeah. Tim Allen.
I've seen that one. Oh, I see. Michael Smith is saying The Simpsons started out as a commercial bumper series as far as commercial breaks on Tracy Ullman show.
Wow.
And yeah, there were just little
Snippets.
like clips. Yeah. Yeah. Where and the animation was nothing like it is now, you know. And the voices weren't even exactly the same. Maybe Bart's was similar, maybe Lisa's was similar, maybe Marge. Homer didn't sound the same. He changed his voice. by the time they started really doing the actual series. Let's see. Oh
So
wait,
wait, what's yours? You haven't even answered the
oh
question.
well, no. What did I just say there? I'm realizing we have two Michaels in here. Did I say Mike Wood said
That
that?
was Michael Smith. No, Michael Smith.
Michael Smith. Did I say Michael Smith?
Yes, you did.
Okay, good. Um, I'm realizing we have several mics in here right now. Um,
Mic check.
okay, yeah, Mike, yeah, test,
Mic
check.
check. 1, 2, 3.
Here we go.
Mic check.
Yeah. And then Mike Wood is saying Simpsons Christmas episode in 1989. Then the rest of the season was in 1990s. He has the first 14 seasons here on his shelf.
My goodness.
Wow.
14 seasons. Well, that's
I
not a lot considering, since 1989, that's not a lot of seasons.
Huh? Oh no. That's just what he's saying. No, there's way more.
Yeah, there has to be.
Oh,
Because, NCIS, I think, is up to season 15.
hmm
Something like that.
Yeah. No, I used to record The Simpsons. Like I said, I started watching The Simpsons in '92 when I lived in El Cerrito, just 2 blocks away from the Metallica mansion. Okay. I got to put that out there now. I got to start saying that. Um, and I used to record the show on VHS every week, and I would watch them over and over and over. So I used to have like hundreds and hundreds of VHS tapes,
right,
with all Simpsons. And then in the middle of a lot of those were like Entertainment Tonight, clips of Van Halen stuff.
Yes.
Some of that stuff.
Yes.
That's how I ended up getting some of that stuff, that like the one of Edward at the Ernie Ball factory kind of stuff.
And we're back.
Huh? Yeah.
And we're back.
Yeah. Well, no. We're still talking about TV. Okay. But no, that's how my videotape collection was. It was like all nonstop Simpsons, and then something here and there,
Yeah.
some cool something I would tape. Whoa, we're getting major. I know. Let me try to read everything and then tell you what I think about.
I've got another one. That's one of my favorites.
Okay.
Black Sheep Squadron.
What's that about?
It's about a fighter squadron from World War II, and the main character was Pappy Boynton, Greg Pappy Boynton, who actually was a real war hero who flew Corsairs in the Second World War against the Japanese.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a TV show about that unit, and it was pretty cool. It was just they actually flew the airplanes and everything. It was real real stunts, real stuff done. Very cool, very well done.
Mm-hmm. Awesome, man.
Yeah. Awesome.
Oh, Mike Wood says The Simpsons, they're up to season 28. That's insane, man. Imagine that. Imagine a cartoon or any kind of show. Well, I know you got your daytime soaps, and some of those have gone for like 30 years here and there, but they all end up. I don't know if any of those are any of those still around.
I don't know.
Is All My Children still on the air?
I don't know. I don't watch them. Those are not my programs.
Good night, Mike Wood. Good night, man.
They're not my stories.
Yeah. Hey, Mike. What was the shit you gave me last night? Okay, I'm just kidding. Hey, where's that from? Actually, Mike and I, we actually met up at a Van Halen show, or two of them. The last two shows I saw, Mike and I met up. He was there. He's going to sleep. Hey, good to hear from you, Mike, and hopefully we'll catch up soon. Okay.
Good night, brother.
Yeah. Um. But no, 28 years of a TV show.
28 seasons.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's got to be the longest running show just ever. Well, no. Well, as far as a sitcom or something, there's other
Yeah.
shows like the Tonight Show. If you really think about it, I mean, they've had different people. That show is way longer. Um, stuff like that, I guess. But as far as like a sitcom or whatever that is, prime time, like he
Late
was
night.
saying.
Late night.
Well, no. Simpsons is not late night, but
No. Late night. I'm talking about like Letterman, but which it's called late night.
yeah, yeah. Those shows are all been on, much longer. But a cartoon that's been on for.
Why is it called a cartoon? Shouldn't it be a house tune? House tune. Home tune.
It should be called a drawn tune, right?
A robot tune.
That's auto tune.
Oh. Auto.
Oh, speaking of that, have you? I don't know if you listen to. I listen to a lot of radio. Well, I listen to AM, talk radio or whatever. But maybe this same commercial is on FM stations too. I don't know. There's this Wendy's commercial. Have you heard this? You probably listen to Sirius or whatever. So you probably don't.
No,
heard
I don't. I don't have Sirius anymore. I don't have it.
Dude.
And it's $700 for like 3 years. I can't see paying that much money for 3 years.
We just got like 2 months free, apparently. So I'm happy to. I'll be able to listen to Howard Stern again for a little bit.
Yeah.
Because that's all I listened to when we had that. But no, there's this Wendy's commercial where it's like there's a rapper on there or like somebody singing. Singing about something, some burger or something, and it's so creepy. The music is just creepy. It's supposed to be like a rap song, but all it sounds like is like a theremin or something. Theremin? Theremin? What's a theremin?
It sounds like a theremin? Thurman Munson?
It sounds like a thermos. It's creepy. It's super creepy. There's this Wendy's, rap commercial, and it's very, very scary.
Do you put your soup in your Thurman?
Oh, so many comments here.
We'll get to them, man.
Kenneth said, compared to how completely blank Homer has been for years, he could almost follow a train of thought in the first seasons. Michael Smith says, Matt Groening, who was the creator of The Simpsons, actually had a long-running comic strip called Life in Hell. Yep. I used to read those. I remember those books. He also did a cartoon called Futurama.
Oh, yeah. And not only, yes, that was a cartoon. Yes.
Mm-hmm. And actually, my friend Phil Hendry did some voices for that as well, Futurama.
Well, isn't Man on the Hill, too?
King of the Hill.
King of the Hill?
King of the Hill. That's Beavis and Butthead.
Oh, no, that's Beavis and Butthead.
That's Mike Judge, is it?
Yeah.
But also, yeah, my friend Phil Hendry did some voices in that as well. He's done voices for a lot of these shows. PhilHendryShow.com. Check him out. Kenneth is saying the series Gunsmoke had 20 seasons.
Yeah, it's long.
Starting when? In the 50s? 50s to the 70s?
No, I think it wasn't the 50s. I don't think it was the 50s. I think it was the mid 60s.
That show went until the 80s?
No,
I don't believe that.
Maybe not. Well, maybe 1980. Maybe 1980.
I'm thinking maybe they started in the 40s and went till the 60s.
40s?
or the 50s until the 70s. Yeah, because all the episodes. Oh, here we go. Kenneth said they started in 55.
Oh, all right.
So 55 to 70. Yeah, that makes more sense. Because all those episodes of Gunsmoke you see are mostly what
I don't know.
70s, early 70s, I don't know. I used to watch that show. Yeah, I used.
Gunsmoke?
Oh yeah, I used to watch um what do you call it? TV Land. Oh, TV
Yeah, me
Land.
too. I
TV
did
Land was
too.
the
I
best. They had the
loved.
best
I
shows.
Yep. I love TV Land.
I mean, I could
Loved
sit
it.
there and watch all those shows all day long.
Yep.
Hey, Super Junior, dude. He says he got a message. We're on. Hey, man, we're on. Yes. Yeah, we're just rapping about TV shows.
No Super Junior for you. 2 weeks.
Yeah, man. But man, oh man, TV Land. I don't know what it's like anymore. It's probably not as cool as it was, but there was a time in the um maybe in the 90s, early 2000s, TV Land was just awesome. I
No,
mean,
you know what? I don't. I haven't seen it in a couple of years, but
mhm.
when I was watching it a couple of years ago, I thought it was great. I really did. I was like, oh, it's got all the good shows on it.
Oh yeah, yeah. You get all these awesome TV shows
My Three
all
Sons.
day long. Yeah, because the way it used to be, right? It was Nickelodeon during the day, and then it
Uh-huh.
became Nick at Night, and Nick at Night would show some of the older, Patty Duke, My
Yeah.
Three Sons, all that kind of stuff. And then I guess maybe Nick at Night turned into TV Land. Maybe I don't know if that's something like that.
No, 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 no. It was his own. It was his own entity because there was still Nickelodeon and Nick at Night. There still is.
Okay.
Yeah. It became a new TV station.
But it started playing all the stuff that was
Yeah.
played at night. They started
Yeah.
playing all the
Yeah.
time,
Yep.
right? Yeah, yeah. So I'd say for me, I mean, as far as best TV show ever, I don't know. I can tell you some shows I like, but you can ask my wife. Every time we'd go on vacation, every time we go somewhere, because we don't have TV channels, here. But every time we go somewhere, she would always be like, "Well, hey, at least you can watch your TV Land." That's what
That's
she would
very sweet.
always that's what she would always say. So no matter where we go, if there's a couch and a TV, I'm sitting there watching.
You're there with your hand in your pants, like Al
I,
Bundy.
I'm sitting there watching what, not Gunsmoke. What's the one with Lauren Green? Bonanza.
Bonanza.
I'm sitting there
Bonanza.
watching Bonanza. Yep. I could watch that stuff all day long, man. All that
Shoot 'em
stuff.
ups.
Well, not just that, all those other cool shows, Dick Van Dyke, you know, we would
Yeah.
watch that. I don't know if you knew. They
That's
actually
very
they were,
funny. That's very funny. You use the word dick and dyke in the same sentence.
and Van. I said Van
Yes,
too.
you
So that
did.
so so that
What a great name.
that keeps all our people happy that I said the word Van. Um um did you know there was actually a Dick Van Dyke? I said it again. Did you know they actually had like another series like
Yes.
later on like
Yep.
in the 70s
And it was still called the Dick Van Dyke Show.
where they had moved to Arizona? So they lived in the desert and it was in color?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
And he had a
yeah.
mustache. He had a mustache at that point.
Really?
Yep.
I don't remember that, but man, yeah. Yeah. Oh, best TV show ever? Okay, I think I can answer that maybe. Okay. I mean, I love a lot of TV shows. I love a lot of different things. But if I had to pick one show that I would just say this is the best, I would say I Love Lucy.
Yeah, it was a good show.
That's what I would say. You know, because it's funny. I mean, it's hilarious.
Start explaining.
Yeah, yeah, yes, yes. So
That's
and
cool. Yeah,
that's
cool show.
classic TV. Yeah, to me,
Classic.
it always goes back to the classics. That's. But I
Yeah,
mean,
but I mean, I love All in the Family too.
hmm hmm
I mean,
oh yeah,
no,
yeah.
nobody funnier than Archie Bunker.
There's so many great shows, man. I mean, I could list real quick my favorite shows, man. Like I just said, I Love Lucy, Three's Company, Greatest American Hero,
Oh, love that show.
uh, Tim and Eric, awesome show, great job.
Spaghetti.
Spaghetti, yeah. Um, uh, what else? See, now I'm stuck. Um,
Starsky and Hutch.
I just have to think about what I have on DVD. It's just stuff that I already have that I just watch over and over.
Oh,
Um,
my mom, she used to be so cute when back when Starsky and Hutch was on. It's very funny. She used to say, "Oh, your favorite TV show, Husky and Starch is on." Husky and Starch. Husky and Starch. Yeah, okay, Mom. Thanks.
Hey, Ron Paget
Paget.
Paget is here.
Spaghetti.
He says
Ron,
happy days.
Ron Spaghetti.
Yeah. Sean Mahoney says mash.
Love MASH.
Uh,
MASH.
Super Junior says if you want a copy of all my TV shows and movies, I just need a 1 terabyte hard drive.
So fun.
Dude.
he's putting a database of
A 1 terabyte. I have one right here, man.
Together.
I have one right here on my desk, a 1 terabyte hard drive.
God, so funny.
Kenneth says if you're into science fiction, you should check out the new series Stranger Things. First season just came out a little while ago. Super Junior said, I got all the old TV shows, name it, and see if I got it on my NAS
I Dream of
server. That's another classic TV Land show, man.
That TV show was super dangerous, during puberty. That was a dangerous TV show.
You're not that old.
Well, no, I'm 46.
Oh, okay, I guess you are that old. But that's still not that old though. I mean that you were watching that show when you were
when I was in my teens. When I was
thanks to Nick at Night then, huh?
No, I don't think I was watching it when it was brand new. But I mean,
no.
I think it was on like Channel 11 or something like that. Like 11 Live or maybe a Channel 9 PIX. I don't know, one of those.
You weren't watching that brand new, no, but you were watching it during reruns.
Yeah, I was watching it during reruns, but not at Nick at Night. It was like on the major major channels. I don't remember what it was. Maybe it was Channel 5. I don't know. Fox Network. I don't remember.
Fox?
Yeah.
Huh?
No,
Fox has only been around for like
well, Channel 5
23 years or 24 years. Fox hasn't been around for that long.
Really?
Yeah. Fox was brand new in the early 90s. And all they had when Fox first started was Married with Children. That's what they were.
Well, what was it before Fox?
I don't think it was anything.
What was Channel 5? Channel 5 was...
Well, what? You mean in New York?
Yeah. Oh, I guess
I don't know.
Fox
out here is Channel 2.
Oh, Channel 2 is CBS here.
CBS here is Channel 5.
Wow.
What's ABC? 7? It's 4. 7 everywhere.
Oh, yes,
it's 4?
Yeah. No, I'm sorry. ABC is 7. NBC is 4.
ABC is 7 everywhere. NBC used to be 4 out here. I think
Oh, it's
NBC
4 here.
NBC Now here is 6. I think
6 used to be HBO.
HBO for me was always scrambled.
Poor thing.
So I had to, I had to get lucky, if you know what I mean.
Yes, I do.
It's like it gets to the right moment. It's like, oh, I saw something. Okay.
I'm not talking about Skinamax.
Michael Smith says, I Dream of Jeannie was on Channel 5 in New York City.
Yeah, that's it. Channel 5. Yeah.
Karma, the same channel that the Munsters were on.
I never liked the Munsters. Just never was into it.
Rock and Roo says, Get Smart.
Loved that show.
Ron says, Andy Griffith.
Love that show.
Ron also says, Happy Days. Sean Mahoney says, MASH.
Happy Days was good. MASH. I love MASH.
Hmm. Yeah.
I wish it was 1979 again.
I actually do too. Even though I was like, I was barely anything. I still wish.
You were you 3?
I still wish it was then. That's something I always tell people. I wish, like whatever age I am now, I wish I could be like back in the 70s with whatever age I am now, which means I would be much older.
You'd be close to dead
at this point. But I wish I could relive the 70s, maybe the 60s, 70s, early 80s, and being conscious of stuff,
Well, this is how I wish I was 20 in like 1958.
Mm-hmm.
Because and able to play guitar with a little bit of money. Because a Gibson Les Paul in 1958 was like $350. Can you imagine that? And right now, a 58 Les Paul now is like $200,000.
That's an Epiphone.
$200,000.
That's an Epiphone now, or no? An Epiphone is double that now.
Yeah,
$600 or something.
It's crazy,
man. So if you were 20 in 1958, dude.
Yeah.
That would make you
60 and change.
No, that'd make you in your 80s.
No, dude.
If you're 20 and 58?
Yeah. I was born in 1970. I'm 46 now. So it would make me, it's like 72. 71. I'd be 71. 72.
Are you sure?
Yes.
How old would Dave be if he was 20 in 1958? That means you would have been born in 38. Right? And why are we even talking about this? That means you would just be a little older than my dad, and he's like mid 70s.
Listen, add 12 years. No.
Kenneth says 70.
Add 22 years.
Kenneth says you would be 78 right now.
Yes, you're right. 78. Yes.
And you would have your Les Paul.
Well, I have it. I have one now, but I paid it.
Ron says 78.
I wish I paid $350 for it.
So you would have paid $300 for it. You'd be 78 right now.
Yeah.
And you'd have your Les Paul.
Yep. I would. I'd probably have more than one though.
Okay, cool. That's cool.
Right, Brandy? I probably wouldn't have Brandy either. I'd be very upset. That would be very upsetting not to have Brandy.
You probably would. You'd just be a lot older.
No, not at 78. I wouldn't.
Yeah, you would, because you'd be 78.
Yeah, I know.
instead of whatever you are now, 46.
Yeah, 46.
Yeah, Kenneth says you'd be 78 with bad arthritis and you'd be unable to play the guitar.
Shut up, Kenneth.
Ron says his dad was the biggest Star Trek fan and always had to watch it. And Ron thought it was weird, a weird show. I mean, when I was a kid, Star Wars was the biggest thing in the world to me. And yeah, Star Trek would be on, but to me, it wasn't the TV show. At least it was like, yeah, it's science fiction, but it's like old and not as good. Uh-oh. That wasn't your favorite show, was it? That just
Star Trek?
Yeah.
Yeah. What?
Oh crap. Okay.
Why?
Because I just said it wasn't that good, but
Ugh, what's wrong with you?
I don't know.
Nobody is better than Captain Kirk.
Hey, another show that I love, T.J. Hooker, man.
Yeah, T.J. Hooker was good.
Hooker's not better than Kirk?
No, Kirk was better. Because Kirk was less fat, number one. Let's put it to you this way. Kirk, in 1 hour, right? In 1 hour, he'd go to your world. He'd seduce all the women. He'd basically beat you up and leave in peace. All in 1 hour. And that was the rated G version.
Uh-huh.
Nobody better than Kirk. I don't care what you say.
Well, yeah, it's all good. It's all good. But yeah, T.J. Hooker's great, man. To see, Kirk running around, tripping bad guys.
With his girdle. Kirk with his girdle.
Yeah, well, with what is definitely a wig, or what do you call it?
The curly hair wig. Yeah.
The curly haired, what do you call those things? Toupee. I mean, that was, yeah. With the guy from Grease too.
Romano.
Romano. That show's cool though, man.
But Heather Locklear was wow.
Mm-hmm.
Heather Locklear on that show. Heather Locklear in a police uniform. There's nothing better than that anywhere on the planet. Nothing better.
Dude, I just saw. I don't want to bring the show down, man, but I just saw on the cover of the Star or something that she's like totally broke now.
Well, I don't want to be with her or nothing. I just say.
I just saw
during
that
show,
the other day.
During that show, she was ridiculous. She was just ridiculous in that show.
She wasn't the first. She actually took over somebody else's place on that show. If you remember, there was actually
I think so.
There was somebody on there before. Yeah.
Yeah.
There was somebody on there before her.
I remember. I think maybe a blonde, but she had her hair in a ponytail, like it was straight in a ponytail. Not less sex symbolish.
No, actually, Locklear was the one with the hair that was more like a ponytail kind of thing.
Really?
I think so. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, that's a good show. Broken Down and Dirty Dave says The Fall Guy and Dukes of Hazzard are the best shows.
The Fall Guy. I don't remember The Fall Guy. I remember the name. I don't remember the show.
Well, that was the other Heather at the time. Heather Thomas, right? Was that right? There was Heather Locklear and Heather Thomas? Is that right?
I don't know.
Heather Thomas was in The Fall Guy. He's saying, yep. That was like there was two Heathers at the time, and you either liked one or the other or both, and it was I mean, that was way before my time, really, but I remember. I remember that.
Wow.
And Kenneth says The Fall Guy, Lee Majors, and Heather Thomas. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's right, Lee Majors. Yes. Now I remember it. Yeah.
The $1 Million Man or whatever.
$6 million man.
6 million.
6 million.
Yeah, yeah. Kenneth is saying there's actually talk of doing a Star Wars TV show now, non-cartoon. Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
Did
I'm
you
really.
see? Did you see that Star Wars versus Star Trek cartoon that I have on my timeline now? Have you seen it yet?
No.
Oh, dude, come on! It's so funny.
I don't click on stuff that you post, man. There's a lot of
What's wrong with you? What do you mean you don't click on stuff I post?
there's a lot of, what do you call it? A lot of links that go to weird places, you know.
You're insane.
No, I'll check it out.
You lying, man. You lying. You lying. You ain't never gonna check it out.
Oh, Kenneth says he says he saw it and it was funny as heck.
Oh yeah. Now that's what I'm talking about.
Okay. Well, hey, give me 2 seconds. Go ahead and talk about it, or give them a preview.
No, why do you always have to leave? What's wrong with you? It's your show. You can't leave.
Well, I have to leave, man.
There's no leaving. There is no tomorrow.
Just give me like 10 seconds, man. Say whatever you want.
Okay.
It's the Dave Nesdahl minute.
Oh, the Dave Nesdahl minute. All right. So anyway, the Star Trek versus Star Wars cartoon. If you haven't seen it, you got to see it. It's basically Jean-Luc Picard. You know, it's Star Trek: The Next Generation, and it's the Enterprise versus the Death Star and Darth Vader, and they you know, they both kind of like this. They discuss why one is better than the other, why their show is better than the other, and it's too funny. Darth Vader is like killing people, you know, and Picard is pulling whatever hair he has out, and it's just so funny. It's just so funny. Winds up that the Enterprise blows up the Death Star, and Vader is floating in space. Anyway, that's me ruining the surprise. Anyway, no, it's a lot funnier. You got to watch it, and it's on my timeline. Just got to find it. Yeah, it's a lot of fun stuff. A lot of good TV shows. A lot of good TV shows.
Okay. Huh? Were you trying to kill time there?
I was not. I was not trying to kill time.
Okay. So what? Yeah, so I said I Love Lucy. I thought was the best TV show ever, but Heather. No, I mean, there's so many great shows, man, and that's the cool thing about these days is you can get like entire seasons of whatever you dig on DVD. You know.
Yeah.
Entire whatever's, but that's also the problem is you can sit there and watch like an entire thing in like one night if you almost really wanted to, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, just so many great shows, man. Excuse me. Oh, man. Oh, Michael Smith says Channel 5 in New York was WNEW before Fox took over.
Oh, that's it. Yeah, NEW. Yes.
Broken Down and Dirty Dave says Starsky and Hutch and SWAT.
SWAT was great too.
Super Junior says you need to read the book about the Andy Griffith story. Don Knotts got very famous, and Andy got angry. Got angry against him. And he says, "Oh, Johnny, are you from Nebraska?" He's asking me. Well, I'm not originally from Nebraska. I'm actually originally from Arizona, but I lived in Nebraska for about 10 years. If you're still listening, yes.
No kidding. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
First of all, what's in Nebraska? Is anything in there? Is anything there?
These days, yeah. Yeah.
Besides Omaha?
Yes. I lived in a town called Lincoln, Nebraska for about 10 years. From 83 to 9 years. 83 to 92. I lived in Lincoln, Nebraska.
Uh-huh.
And it was pretty happening then. And I've been back there a few times since. And it's more and more happening.
Do you have family there?
No, I don't. I don't. Um, oh, Super Junior is saying any nuclear missile silos in Nebraska? I have no idea. A lot of corn.
A lot of children from the corn.
I still haven't seen that either.
David Allen Wright, you are one weird dude. Man, you are any missile silos. What's wrong with you, dude?
Well, because there probably is. There probably is. I'm sure he knows.
With him. Listen, it's almost 3:00 in the morning here. I'm tired, and I'm just kidding with him.
Well,
I'm running on fumes right now.
He's not too far behind, man. He's
Super Junior.
He's either an hour behind you or whatever.
Wile E. Coyote, Super Junior. Mm-hmm.
So hey, okay, cool, man. If you're running on fumes, then
no, this is the fun part. This is when it's fun. We'll go when you're ready.
You mean like a pact?
I'm all cross-eyed.
Okay.
Right?
Okay. All right. Yeah. As far as best TV shows, man, I don't know. Michael Smith. Michael Smith just said the largest railroad yard in the world is in Nebraska.
That's because that's all there is nothing.
It's owned by the Union Pacific Railroad. It's called Bailey Yard, and it's located in North Platte. Yeah, in North Platte, there's nothing. Basically, in North Platte, there's just the largest railroad yard owned by Union Pacific Railroad called Bailey Yard.
Isn't it the Reading Railroad from like the Monopoly game?
I don't know. Let's see.
Reading?
He says it's roughly the size of Manhattan.
My God, that's big.
What, North Platte?
No, Manhattan's big.
Well, yeah, if North Platte is the same size as that, maybe it's big, but I don't think it's. Imagine Manhattan with nothing there.
Oh, well,
I think that's what it is.
That could happen. You never know. Oh, there goes the cat. See you later, bird.
Oh, he's in the railroad industry, so he knows. He knows. You're not in North Platte, are you, Mike Smith? Are you in Nebraska? Because, yeah, I lived in Lincoln for a lot of years. I mean, it's been a lot of years since I wasn't there. I mean, it's been, well, since 92 was when I left. 23, 24. It's been 24 years since I left.
Dang.
Yeah, I was only there for like 9. I basically kind of grew up. Well, sort of.
You haven't grown up yet, dude.
I know. I'm still not grown up. Oh no, Michael's in Denver. Okay. Okay, that's cool. That's cool, man.
Yeah.
Oh, Super Junior says, "Sorry guys, I just read nonstop and read about 5 books and read a book about a minute. The Minutemen missile silos, and it has 60% of the Cold War over ICBMs in the 60s." Okay.
Wow, Dave. Shouldn't you be talking about Kramer next?
No,
and Floyd Roses?
He knows a lot about a lot of stuff.
Oh, I know.
It's amazing.
I'm just kidding, dude. I know.
It's amazing. Oh, Michael Smith. Oh, but he goes there at least once a year for work. Oh, North Platte. That's cool, man. That's cool. That's cool. Um, I read about 5 books a week. Oh, dude.
It's a lot. Dave, your head's gonna explode, dude.
I've been trying to read, like 2 or 3 books in like 10 years.
Nice.
And
That's
I can't,
good.
I can't get, any book that has photos. I just look at the photos.
Well, listen, you can't even pronounce the word biter.
Jimmy, is it biter?
Yeah, it is biter. You have a hard time pronouncing that. How are you gonna read?
It looks like Bittree. You know?
Yep.
Oh man. Mike Smith. Michael Smith says 5 books a week. He's like, is he a speed reader? 5 books a week. Ron Paget says Nicholson.
Nicholas. What is that? Jim Nichols?
It's Nicholas.
Yeah, it is Nicholas.
He's probably asleep right now. Oh man. Well, hey, thank you everybody for listening to this. At least,
Yeah.
You
guys made my night.
Yeah.
Well, actually, you helped make my night because I had a good night tonight. So.
Did you say what you did already?
No, I didn't talk about it.
Do you want to say? Say where were you?
I went to see my buddy Andy Alador play with one of his bands tonight. It was great, and not only was it great, but it was right up the street from where I live. So I didn't have to travel very far. The food was good. The music was really good, and that's all that matters.
Mm-hmm.
It's all good. And now I'm here with y'all, and that's even better because you guys are making me laugh, making me smile.
Ron says I haven't read 5 books in my life. I bet.
Man, I haven't read 5 words in my life.
Michael Smith says I don't have the time to listen to 5 audiobooks in a week.
God.
Who was it talking about audiobooks though? Was it you?
Me?
Somebody.
No, that was a while ago. It was Sammy Hagar's book, and I I listened to the audiobook instead of reading it.
Mm-hmm.
Because it actually sounded it wasn't Sammy Hagar reading the book, but it kind of sounded like Hagar, the way all the inflections of Hagar. So the narrator, the guy reading it, kind of sounded like Hagar a little bit. So I was very interested, and I didn't stop until it was done.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because as you know, I have like 4 or 5 copies of that book.
Yeah, you should send me a copy of it.
All signed. I've got like 5 signed copies because the publisher sent me 2 copies. Right.
Very nice.
They just sent them. They sent them to me. So I have 2 copies signed, and then I went to a signing and went through the line twice, and I got 2 books from him, from Hagar personally, right? And I've never read the book.
Are any of them addressed? Are any of them autographed to Dave Nesdahl?
No.
Can you cross your name out and put my name on it?
Oh, there's no time to put your own name. You go through the line, and it's like, hurry up. And he writes his name.
Yeah, by the time he gets to you, it's just SH.
Yeah. Yeah.
Instead of Sammy Hagar, it's just SH.
Yeah, or it's SR, I think. Everything is SR now. No, so I still haven't read that, but yeah, I'd be interested to hearing like the audiobook of that. Super Junior, don't you have that? Super Junior, do you have the audiobook, the audio of that on a server? I think he might. I think he had said something like that a while back.
That's insane.
Oh, he's saying I read about 3 technical programming books a week and maybe 1 or 2 other books last one was Old Country for Old Men. Old Country, or is that No Country?
David, we need to talk, you and I. We need to have a discussion about your reading habits.
I wish I could enjoy reading. I wish I could read, actually. Well, I'm reading these comments, you know.
Oh.
I'm reading these comments. I'm having problems reading these comments right now. That's my thing.
And the worst thing is I never learned how to read.
What's that? What's that from?
It's from Wayne's World.
Who says that? Wayne?
Yeah. Mike Myers.
Which one? The first movie or the second movie?
I think it's the first movie.
What is it? What's the quote?
He says, and the worst thing is I never learned how to read.
I'm sure that's on YouTube. Just that one part. I gotta look that up. I haven't seen that movie since it came out, but
yeah.
Oh,
my buddy Greg Smith was in. I think, was it the first one with Alice Cooper? Was Alice Cooper in the first one or the second one?
I
think it was the first one. I think Alice Cooper was in the first one. My buddy Greg Smith was Alice Cooper's bass player. He's now Ted Nugent's bass player. But,
really?
Yeah. I've known him forever. He's from Long Island here, and he played with Dennis in the Moving Out Broadway show, the Billy Joel Broadway show.
Mm-hmm.
When it was, at the Richard Rodgers.
Mm-hmm.
It's cool. He's cool. Good bass player. Really good bass player. Very solid.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome, man.
Oh wait, Eddie Van Halen. Okay.
Huh?
You have to say his name like at least if you don't say it within 15 minutes, I forget what we're doing.
These chats always end up being, something about Edward. So yeah.
Yeah, if you don't mention Eddie Van Halen,
we need to have some sort of like bumper or something, just that while we're talking, some sort of something comes through, like like when they when they broadcast like some sort of telecast on the radio, some concert.
Yes.
In between songs, when you hear the crowd, it's like KNAW radio. They actually say whatever it is, right? So yes. I think no matter what we're talking about on here, even if it's nothing to do with Van Halen, we need something, or one of us needs to just say Edward Van Halen.
Yeah, it's so funny, but not like once every 15 minutes. Just, what was that?
Yeah.
Eddie Van Halen.
Yeah. Or it could be different. It could be different things,
51.
It'd be like this. It'd be like this. It'd be like this, man. It'd be like, oh man, yeah, my favorite TV show. Man, I love watching this one show called it used to be in the 80s, and then I watched this show, Eddie Van Halen, and then I got this other show that I watch, it's great, and this other show is awesome, David Lee Roth, and then there's another program I like, it's awesome, it was in the 70s, blah blah blah, Gary Sharon, and that way we keep everybody happy. I think that's it. Or even if we're talking about cooking or whatever. It's like, man, I like making this one dish. I like to get, you start with some parsley, chopped up vegetable. Yeah. Chopped up vegetables, you sprinkle on a little bit of a electric guitar, you know. Something like that, you know.
Yeah. And you spread a little jape on top.
Jape. Yeah, it's all about the jape, man, with a J.
Yes.
Oh man, let's see. Michael Smith says, Wayne's World party time, excellent. Yes. Oh, Michael Smith, what was my favorite TV show? What I had said earlier was I Love Lucy, is what I said. Because I mean, it's not my favorite show, but that's a show I can watch, and I can just watch. I can binge watch that show.
Well, I'm the same way with the Flintstones.
Mm-hmm.
Or either the Flintstones or Foghorn Leghorn. Boy, I said, boy's about sharp as a bowling ball. There's something a little bit about a boy that don't like baseball.
Oh man, or even like oh man, my favorite stuff. I think YouTube has like hours, and like somebody put up like 10 hours of this stuff, and I can just play it and it's perfect. Is like Looney Tunes.
Right.
You know, I can put that on, leave it on all day. It's the best. It's the best, Jerry. The best. Oh, Seinfeld, man. Seinfeld, man. Yeah, that's. Okay, I'm gonna change my answer. Okay, Seinfeld is the best TV show ever. There we go.
All right. Well,
And you either love it or you hate it. I know that, but to me, Seinfeld has been nothing but awesome.
Seinfeld.
Yeah, Seinfeld. You know. Yeah.
The jerk store called. They're running out of you.
Oh yeah.
Hey, I had sex with your wife. The jerk store called. They're running out of you.
His wife's in a coma.
Oh yeah, well, I had sex with your wife.
And that was that movie where they couldn't watch it because the person went into a coma, right?
Yeah.
And they didn't realize people can come out of that, you know. And she's like, "Oh, I feel so refreshed. Give me a toothbrush." Yeah, Seinfeld is the best TV show ever. There we go. That's my answer. Kenneth says, I watched Laurel and Hardy for 8 hours straight last Saturday on YouTube. Dude, there we go, man. Laurel and Hardy.
There was that was silent, wasn't it?
No,
8
no.
hours of silence?
No, they're not silent. No, they talk.
Oh yeah.
They talk.
Yeah.
You know. Something like what is it? Some fat and slide off. You know, Ron says Seinfeld is great. Yeah,
Best movie ever. Smokey and the Bandit.
The first one.
Yeah, the first, of course. Well, anything with Jackie Gleason in it. Nobody makes Sheriff Buford T. Justice look like a possum's pecker.
What about the Honeymooners, man? Honeymooners.
Yeah.
All that stuff.
He was great in the Honeymooners. He was really. I mean, he was amazing. But I mean, just the one-liners on the Smokey the Bandit movies. Oh my God. But Daddy, shut up, you shit. Put the evidence in the car.
Yeah, I remember that stuff.
Remind me to smack your mama right in the mouth. Son, there's no way that you could come from my loins. I mean, come on, it doesn't get better than that. It doesn't get better than that.
Oh man.
But Daddy, shut up, one shit at a time.
Michael Smith just said, I might have to say that The Honeymooners might be my favorite.
Yeah.
So hard to choose. He also says, I Love Lucy was the first TV show to use multiple camera angles during live recordings. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. I think I heard that too, man. Yeah. Yeah, that show is so cool. I mean, it's so funny. You know, and anybody I mean, that's what I love about I Love Lucy is anybody can watch it. You know.
Yeah.
There's no swearing, there's nothing. I mean, it's just funny. It's just funny without being just bad, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
You know? That's what I dig. I mean, the one thing I don't like, I mean, swearing can be funny, you know.
If you're Jackie Gleason, I mean,
depending where it is. I mean, if you're funny and if there's, you know, swearing, it depends on what it is. It can be hilarious, right? But people who rely on swearing to be funny,
right,
are not
like
are
Eddie
not
Murphy.
are
like
not
it,
well.
right.
Well, I mean, he's funny, yes, of course, but
everything is F this, you know.
But there's other comics out there or other things where all they do is swear. Every other word is a bad word, and to do that to be funny, it's to me it's not as funny, you know. I would I'm not going to name any names, but yeah, there's certain things where all they do is say F this, like every other word, and they think they're being funny, and it's not funny. You know, there's no actual thought into what they're doing. They're just using words, bad words.
Yeah.
You know, but no, Eddie Murphy, no, he's you know, a genius. You know, guy like that. Saturday Night Live. I mean, that's a great.
Oh yeah.
TV show. I don't know about it today. I haven't seen it in many years, but there's certain years of that show where it's just awesome. You know, the early cast in the 70s.
You know what? Yeah, it was. I mean, it was classic. It was classic in the 70s, but it wasn't my favorite time. It really wasn't my favorite because I'm not a big Gilda Radner fan, and you know, it just wasn't my bag. But I think the best time was with Dana Carvey and Mike Myers and Jim Brewer was on. You know, David Spade. Those guys. Now those guys were really funny.
Well, I don't know if I don't think those guys were on at the same time.
I know, but I mean, in that time period.
You're talking about like a certain decade. You know, Phil Hartman. Oh man.
Oh yeah, forget it.
Yeah. I think the show
Kevin
was probably
Nealon.
Yeah. I think Dennis Miller. I think the show was probably the funniest in around the time Eddie was on, actually. Yes. Late 80s. Right. Late 80s.
Yes.
Late 80s SNL was probably the funniest it ever was. Because actually most of the 80s the show really wasn't that funny. The show was struggling during the early mid 80s. It actually it really wasn't that good. And they had a lot of problems. And then when it came around to being that all those guys you're talking about, you know, Dennis Miller,
Colin Quinn, fun stuff, great stuff.
Yeah, he was on there for a little while.
Yeah,
Colin Quinn. Yeah. Yeah, so I think it started with those years, like the late 80s until like sometime in like the 90s with Chris Farley.
Yeah.
David Spade. Maybe Phil Hartman was still there. Yeah. Victoria Jackson. Yeah. All these All that stuff. Yeah, yeah. There's certain years where it was just really really funny,
Mm-hmm.
really funny. Yeah, I have not seen it in a long time
Oh wait,
actually.
but there, you know the who? What the hell is his name? Uh, he was more recent. The real short guy, short thin guy, acted like he acted like the monkey. What the hell's that? What the hell's his name?
It's like a monkey.
Yeah, like he had this character where he acted like a monkey.
Mongo?
Yes, Mongo.
Oh,
Yes,
Chris Kattan.
Chris Kattan. He is one of the funniest guys ever on that show. When he plays the coach and he just babbles.
That was like late 90s.
Oh
Yeah.
God, Chris Kattan is just he
Yeah.
is genius. That guy is genius.
He was with Will Ferrell.
Sherry O'Terry, Will
Him
Ferrell,
and Will
and
Ferrell, they did that movie.
yeah.
They actually had a series on there, and then they did a movie based on those characters. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, Chris Kattan, man, he's just ridiculous. That guy.
Yeah. I would say Saturday Night Live from the late 80s to late 90s. They had a decade there that was just solid.
Yeah.
I think that was the best. The
Yeah.
best, Jerry.
The best.
You know, the best. Comedy gold. It's gold. It's gold, Jerry. You know? Michael Smith says, I have to say that the Honeymooners might be my favorite. So hard to choose.
You said that already.
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
Okay, he also says, just like the Honeymooners, no swearing and absolutely hilarious. Jackie Gleason was a genius.
Yes. You know that's what you know what they called him. You know what they called him, right?
What?
The Great One.
The Great One?
Yeah, that was his nickname, the Great One.
Kenneth says, Curb Your Enthusiasm. Yes. Yeah. We watched that. We have all those. Larry David is one guy that'll make you feel awkward just sitting on your couch. Do you watch that show?
Curb Your Enthusiasm? No.
Mm-hmm. Larry David? That's basically.
Well, I mean, Larry David wrote Seinfeld. Yeah, it's funny. But...
he was George. The character of George Costanza was based on Larry David's real life, is what that was.
Okay.
And yeah, so Curb Your Enthusiasm was almost like the next step in Seinfeld, and they actually had like a Seinfeld reunion on Curb. I don't know if you ever saw that.
No, I didn't.
They actually brought back all the characters. They had the sets. Yeah, it's pretty cool. You can actually watch it all on YouTube.
Was Jerry bald at that point, or did he?
No, it wasn't that long ago.
Jerry doesn't even look like Jerry anymore.
Really?
Yeah.
You ever seen him?
He looks more like me than he looks like Jerry.
Do you watch his new thing? His was it comedians getting coffee in cars or whatever?
No.
Comedians in cars getting coffee? Is that it?
Nope.
You ever seen that? It's pretty good.
I haven't seen it.
It's pretty good. It's him driving like a classic car. He goes and picks up somebody, some comic or somebody, and they go out for coffee. And it's good stuff, man. It's really good. Michael Smith says he met Chris Kattan in a deli in Manhattan once.
Excellent.
That's cool. Have you ever gone? Since you live in New York, were you ever in an SNL taping?
Yes,
ever?
I was, and I'll tell you why. Because my ex-wife's father, he made the sets for SNL. He was a set designer for SNL.
Mm-hmm.
So I got to see a couple of episodes actually.
Cool.
Yeah, it's very cool.
That's cool. That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
That's very cool. Let's see. We'll read a few more here, and then I know you're on. It's almost 3, so you're definitely on fumes.
Sure.
Ron says, I never understood why anyone thought Andrew Dice Clay was funny. He says he thought he was dumb.
Oh, and oh wow, Ron, we can't be friends anymore. We can't be friends, Ron. Sorry. There's nothing funnier than Ford Fairlane. Ford Fairlane was one of the funniest movies with Andrew Dice Clay in it. It was really one of the funniest movies on the planet at the time.
I never saw that one.
Oh, so
I never saw that one. But man, I'll tell you, my favorites as far as comedian, as far as movies, Dangerfield, man.
Yes.
What's the movie he was? The Billy Joel song. The Billy Joel song. Easy Money?
Oh yeah, Easy Money.
Was that it? Rodney Dangerfield.
That's not a Billy Joel song though.
Well, he said it's not? Didn't he sing that? Was it? I think
Billy Joel.
Or something like that.
All right. I'll take your
802 Blues says back to school.
Back to school. But you're a melon. You're short and fat.
I'll tell you something. I'll tell you something that I can watch. I can watch all day, all night long. Is Tonight Show episodes with Johnny Carson, man. Mm-hmm. I can watch those nonstop, and they have them on YouTube.
How about when Mel Blanc was on
it? There's Johnny. Well, I think you're thinking about Letterman.
No, wasn't Mel Blanc on Johnny Carson as well? I think Mel Blanc was on Johnny Carson.
He might have been, but yeah, I saw him on a late night episode of Letterman.
Maybe you're right. No, maybe
where he does all the voices.
Yes, that's it. Sorry.
Yeah. But man, I can watch Johnny Carson Tonight Show.
I thought really early Johnny Carson when Dean Martin was on, and it was like it was part of the Rat Pack, and they were all smoking in the studio.
Yep.
Smoking cigarettes and having fun.
Yep. Yeah, I love that stuff. That's awesome.
And Dean Martin, I don't remember who was sitting next to Dean Martin, but he had his drink cup out, and Dean Martin was putting his cigarette out in it.
Yep, I saw that. Funny. I saw that one. Who was that?
I don't know who that is. Maybe it was Bing Crosby.
No, it wouldn't have been him. It would have been somebody like Don Rickles or something.
It wasn't Don Rickles. It wasn't Rickles.
Yeah, it would be something like that though.
You hockey puck.
It would be something like that. Yeah, I know what you're talking about though. I saw that one. I saw what you're talking about. Yeah. Yeah, to me, that's all awesome stuff. So yeah, let's read a couple more, and then Michael Smith says, I had a friend who was actually a stagehand that worked for NBC, and he says he got to see Saturday Night Live during the rehearsal seasons. That's cool. Michael Smith also says they used the dress rehearsals to see the audience reactions and removed the sketches that were not favorable, cutting the show down to an hour and a half.
Yes, absolutely.
So they would do the show twice. They would go out there and do it for the audience, like a rehearsal, and get the reactions. And then when they went live, they would cut out whatever they didn't think was funny, basically. Right. Yeah. That's cool. That's very cool. That's very, very cool. Okay. Well, cool.
How cool is it?
I think there's another comment trying to come in here, but I can't see it. 802 Blues says, Chris Farley, rest in peace, my all-time favorite. Yeah, man. That guy was awesome.
Remember when you were in the Beatles? that was cool.
Oh, so funny, man. Yeah, it's the best stuff. Kenneth says, thanks for the breakfast entertainment. Well, you're welcome, man.
Anytime.
You're welcome, dude. Yeah, we love doing this stuff. And hey, if you dig listening to this stuff, yeah, give it a thumbs up. That helps other people discover this content. And subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed, although I think everybody listening right now at least is. Yeah, great to see you guys. And yes. Well, hey, Nezal, this was cool, man.
It was very funny. Really
Yeah.
funny. Good
It's
stuff.
always funny. Yeah, it's always funny. And also Van Halen. Okay, good. All right. I think we can end now.
Wait. Cody Van Halen. Did you see that thing with that Wolfgang
Yeah,
post
yeah,
with
yeah.
Cody barking?
Yep.
Big mouth that dog has.
Yep. Yep. Cody, yeah, he's cool, man. You know, him and Howie are this close, man. They're tight.
That's pretty close.
They're tight. So cools. All right. Great talking to everybody. And
we'll see you guys on the YouTubes.
yeah, well, we're on YouTube now, but yeah.
We're going to see you later on the YouTube.
Yes.
Oh no, tomorrow. No, not tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow, but most likely Monday we'll see you on the Googles.
Yes, yes. Well, these VEDA things I'm doing every day, so I will be back later. It is now Sunday morning here, 12:04 a.m. So it's now August 21st. I'll be back tomorrow, and if you're around, yeah, you can we can do this again.
Yes.
Talk about whatever it is. Talk about whatever.
This has been a production of me and Johnny Beane. That'd be a great name for a show. Me and Johnny Beane.
Yeah,
it's a great name. I think you ought to look for that domain.
Uh-huh.
Me and Johnny Beane. .com.
It's probably taken. 802 Blues says, "Have a good night." Michael Smith says, "Chris Farley down by the river sketch was hilarious." I live in a van down by the river. Yeah, I remember that. Oh man, as I said, SNL, late '90s to late '80s to the late '90s. That decade can't beat it. Cannot beat that. I'd say 86 to 96. Probably a little later than that.
That was the breast.
Yeah. 80s, 87, 86, 87 till 98, somewhere. Right around the time Phil Hartman was. Well, I don't want to end the thing on a bad note. So let me say those years. Yes.
Oh, the year. Yes, the years of G.E. Smith and the band.
Yeah. Yeah, Michael Smith says, yeah, slide in the Van Halen audio promo. Yeah. Yes.
Van Halen.
There we go. We're good. All right. Have a good night, everybody. Thanks for listening, and we'll be back tomorrow. And keep rocking out, dudes. All right. Great talking to you, man.
Same here, bro.
And yes, all right, Johnny Beane, johnnybeane.com, facebook.com/guitarist Johnny Beane. Go check that page out. Give it a like. And yes. All right. See you guys live later today.
Okay. Yeah,
yes.
We could do that.
We will do that.
We could do that.
Okay. All right. Rock and roll, everybody. Have a good night.
See ya.
Bye. Oh, Michael Smith says, call it Nest Bean. All right. We're hanging up. All right. Bye.